Honourable Delegates, I'm representing Guinea-Bissau.
I'm representing Pakistan.
Belarus.
I'm Vice Chair of the Middle Eastern region.
And I'm here to press for the cause to have healthcare available to all women who have been affected by conflict.
And I would like for the immigrant population to be considered in the health system.
I'd like to see gender equity being addressed.
And today we would like to see delegates taking a human rights perspective on the issue of sexual and reproductive health.
And I'm excited and intimidated to get these countries to agree on the topic of women's reproductive health.
We're at the Royal Society of Medicine, where we're hosting EuWHO 2012. EuWHO is a World Health Assembly simulation where we have over 200 students and young people, each allocated to represent a UN member state and to try and create a resolution on population and the unmet need for reproductive health.
We believe that when the community actually sustains itself...
So we're in the Africa region, where they're trying to resolve on their regional position paper.
I see that the Honourable Delegate of Nigeria is looking forward to say something.
When everybody talks about education, it's very important to expose girls as early as possible. I'm just wondering how you can really explain to an 8-year-old about contraception.
We would like to have on the resolution measures to prevent the phenomenon of a brain drain where our trained professionals are leaving the country for breastfeeding.
So this is Eastern Mediterranean region. I'm just going to go in and present my ideas.
We're the World Bank, and our mandate is for reducing poverty and promoting prosperity. And we think that this is a serious economic issue because in countries where you have a population growth rate of more than 2%, even a highly capable state sector is going to struggle to provide public services.
Increasing infrastructure, especially to get to rural populations and marginalised communities.
Add to the agenda the importance of mental health care and provide some evidence for why we need to look at this.
We believe that 30% of any funding that is put towards contraceptive services should be reserved specifically for education. You need to make the argument about health good, about social good, and about an actual impact on people's lives.
All those in favour of adding maternity leave to this appointment in the declaration? Okay. Deleting small scale.
Has the right to make informed, uncoerced decisions about her body and reproductive health.
Who is in favour of passing this section as it is? Vote now. Section is passed.
But I think now what we're seeing is that youth can really drive this agenda, both as a sort of a means in terms of tackling these big issues like maternal and child health, but also actually channeling that into the mainstream as well.
It's not just important that youth are engaged in this issue, it is absolutely critical. But it's not only youth that needs to be engaged in this issue. It's about how the two generations work together. The generation that's in power with the generation that's coming into its power. So you put those two generations together. Today, it's time to do something different and not keep doing what we've done before.
EuWHO Assembly strongly believes that education is a fundamental human right and a pivotal mechanism in solving the social and health issues affecting women.
We are calling for comprehensive, culturally tailored and widely accessible sexual and reproductive health education programmes.
EuWHO Assembly believes that every woman has the right to make informed, uncoerced decisions about her body and reproductive health.
We urge states to review the legal status of women.
We call for all nations to raise the minimum marriage age to 18 years, and we support all efforts to eradicate female genital mutilation.
The EuWHO Assembly calls on universal access to effective contraception, regardless of gender, age, or sexual orientation.
We encourage governments to support global access to controlled abortion in the first trimester.
Where the mother has been a victim of rape or her life is at risk.
EuWHO Assembly emphasises the need for universal access to maternal and child health care.
And calls for investment in infrastructure and surveillance systems.
To realise the right to the highest attainable standard of reproductive health.